Hey there, hockey fans. Nick Hart back again. And you know what? You guys loved it so much a couple of weeks ago whenever we checked in with former Penguin Jonathan Filewich that, you know what? We're doing it again. As you can see, joining me today for this little one-on-one session is former Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguin, current teacher up in Canada, Souris School. I guess I should call you Mr. Filewich whenever we're talking school. Philly, it's great to see you again.
Oh, it's fantastic to be back. The people have spoken. I mean, it's amazing how many people have retweeted, mentioned us. It is absolutely amazing. Two things came out of the last one. Number one, I got to dress up. I have to wear a tie. I got to look more respectable when I'm doing this. So I'm going to try to show off my tie here and sit up a little bit straighter.
You're looking sharp. You're looking sharp.
Thank you. Number two, the students want to be a part of it. So we're looking forward to a pretty cool show here today. Lots of special guests, and it's going to be a family affair. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you know, we're glad to catch up with you because you are a finalist as part of the NHL Future Goals Most Valuable Teachers contest. I'm so happy to hear that there was a positive response to the last time we were talking to you. And when we did chat, you mentioned, hey, you know, the students are just as much of a star in this contest as you are. So we figured this time, let's bring the students into the equation. Let's get these guys into the spotlight right here. There they are.
Well,
the Souris School students for Mr. Filewich. I'm loving it. Look at all the jerseys. They brought their gear.
Jerseys. We got an all-star game. We have Pittsburgh Penguins. We have Wilkes-Barre Penguins. Posters. People jumping on their chairs. I don't even know if that's allowed in this school, but that is awesome. I love it. Great job, guys.
They're certainly bringing the energy, and that's what you love to see, supporting you and supporting the school, the Souris community, as part of this Future Goals Most Valuable Teacher contest. Fans can go online and vote, nhl.com/community, NHL Future Goals. You can just Google it, Future Goals Most Valuable Teacher. That's how you can vote. But, you know, since we have you on here again, Mr. Filewich, we grilled you pretty hard last time with the questions, but because we're getting the students involved, I understand we have some special guests for this interview.
You bet. We have four very excited individuals here that can barely contain themselves. They're trying to make me laugh as I'm doing it. They're very excited. And right off the bat, when I said, you know what, it shouldn't be me talking. I'm not the one winning this. This is for Souris School. It's for the students. It shouldn't be me talking. And all of a sudden, boom, we had everyone say, yep, I'm going to be the one to do it. So these are the four brave individuals. We might even have one extra special guest here. But these are the people that matter. This is why I'm doing it, and that's why I'm so excited for today.
Well, since you're so excited, I guess without further ado, let's have them come on down. Let's play the Price is Right music. Let's go. Who's first?
First up, Phillip Riffle.
Phillip.
Hello.
There we go. Phillip, how's it going, buddy?
Good.
Good. Glad to talk to you. So happy you decided to join us for this. You know, Mr. Filewich was speaking so highly of his classes. I understand you're a grade 6 student, and I'm, you know, happy. You know, are you okay? You know, with me grilling you with a couple of, you know, might be difficult questions. You're on the hot seat here, Phillip. You going to be okay?
Yeah, sure.
I love the confidence. It's exuding from you right now. But you know what? You and some of your classmates, we're going to open things up with a little bit of a trivia question to kick things off, and they're all going to be trivia questions related to your teacher and the former Penguins player, Mr. Filewich. So let me start you with this, Phillip. Let me know if you know this one. They're going to be multiple choice, so don't jump in right away. I'll give you A, B, or C you can answer with. Here's your trivia question, Phillip. Which current NHL goalie was Mr. Filewich's teammate back when he played? So it's a current NHL goalie. Here's your multiple choice. Did he play with Connor Hellebuck, Carey Price, or Marc-Andre Fleury?
I know this question.
Let's say
Well, the peanut gallery's excited. What do you think, Phillip?
C.
C, Marc-Andre Fleury. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's correct.
They got it. They were right. They beat me to it. That is absolutely correct, Phillip. You nailed it. Yes, Mr. Filewich played with current Vegas Golden Knights goalie, former Penguins goalie, Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, Phillip, you know, with your class being nominated for this NHL Future Goals Most Valuable Teacher contest, what do you think, you know, something like this means for your classroom, your school, your classmates, and your whole community?
Well, it's right now. If you went into the States and asked somebody, "Wait, hey, where's Souris? Do you even know what that is?" They would have no idea what you're talking about. Winning 10 grand obviously puts a bit of a spotlight on us, and obviously we could use that money for good stuff in our community.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure a lot of people, especially out here in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, learning about Mr. Filewich being a finalist in this contest. They maybe had to go on to Google Maps and figure out where Souris was. But you guys are on the map now. This is such a cool thing for you and your school. Mr. Filewich also tipped us off, gave us a little bit of a factoid about you, Phillip. We hear that you actually speak 2 languages. So can you say vote for Souris School in German?
Stimmen Sie jetzt für Souris School.
I'll take your word for it. That sounded wonderful. Perfect German there from Phillip. You aced your trivia question. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us, bud. Really appreciate it. Why don't we bring on your next classmate too? Because we got a few more students that we got to talk to from Souris.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks, Phillip. Do we get a drum roll for this? There we go. And what is your name?
Danica.
Danica. I wish we had like theme music to play people out, like in wrestling or like baseball when they have the walk-up music. Danica, if there was like a song that could play anytime you walked into the room or every time you walked in a room, do you think you'd have your own theme song? What would it be?
No, so that people wouldn't know when I was coming.
Oh, keep the surprise, fly under the radar. I like that. Tricky. Well, we'll see if we can trick you now with a little Mr. Filewich trivia question, Danica. When Mr. Filewich played for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, he actually represented the team at the 2007 AHL All-Star Classic. Now, when he played in the All-Star Skills Competition, which event do you think Mr. Filewich played in? Multiple choice. Was he in the hardest shot? Was he in the fastest skater? Or was he in the shooting accuracy competition?
Fastest skater.
Fastest skater is your answer? That is the correct answer, Danica. In fact, he won the fastest skater competition when he was at the 2007 AHL All-Star competition. Have you ever gotten in any sort of race with Mr. Filewich? And there's no way if you did, you would let him win, right?
Yeah, we were in the Souris campground at a skating oval, and we were having a race, and his son bumped into us. So I got a little bit of in the lead, and I won.
Well, you don't need to tell us the details in the middle. All that matters is that you won. You beat a guy that won an AHL All-Star fastest skater competition. Wonderful, Danica. I love that. And I hope you hold that over his head. You never let him forget that you beat him in that race one time. Now, speaking of, your class, your school, how deserving do you think that this group that you guys have in school, how deserving are you of winning this award and this prize through NHL Future Goals?
We worked really hard, like coming to school at minus 40-degree weather. And a lot of students didn't, because it's really cold here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess notoriously cold weather in your area, but you're not letting it hold you guys back. You guys are shooting for the stars here with the STEM program and NHL Future Goals. Danica, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me. You guys have been great representatives of your school so far, but I guess let's move on to someone else now. We got some more questions, more trivia questions. I think Kai is our next contestant. I think that is absolutely correct. Kai, how are we doing, buddy?
Good.
You fired up? Are you excited to be, representing your school right now? This is a big platform. A big spotlight is shining on you guys in Souris School right now.
Yes, I am.
Oh, with authority. Once again, more confidence just coming off of you guys. I can't believe it. I've got a trivia question for you. Once again, relating back to your teacher, Mr. Filewich. What did Mr. Filewich do when he was in Wilkes-Barre to help raise money for charity? He did a little charity event. Did he decide to shave his long flowing hair? Did he do 1,000 jumping jacks in a row? Or did he run a marathon along the Susquehanna River? What did Mr. Filewich do to raise money for charity when he was in Wilkes-Barre? Kai, what do you think it is?
Is it B?
B, you think he did 1,000 jumping jacks? You think he could handle that?
No, C.
Oh, he's changing the answer to C, run a marathon along the Susquehanna River. Well, your first answer and your second answer both were not correct, unfortunately. But he did take the razor and shaved all that long flowing hair off of his head. Do you think you'd be okay with shaving your head? You got some luscious locks yourself there, Kai.
No.
No, you're saying no chance. Can you believe that he did that?
No, I can't.
Well, he did, and he did it for a great cause when he was out here with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. And when we were talking to Mr. Filewich before, he told us a little bit about running the Community Hockey Breakfast Club program. But we didn't really get into the nitty-gritty details. So, Kai, do you mind telling us what exactly is this Hockey Breakfast Club, and what does it mean for you guys?
Well, it is a thing where it helps your skating, your hand-eye coordination, and you get to have some fun. And when you're done, the admins serve you breakfast, and it's very good. And I think everyone has a blast.
If everyone's having fun, getting better and eating some breakfast too that the admin supply for you, hey, not going to complain about that. And you say it's a good meal too. Do you have a favorite breakfast food?
I would say the mini tater tots.
Mini tots, dude. You cannot beat a good set of tater tots. I'm a big potato fan myself. If it's a French fry, if it's a pierogi, or if it's a tater tot, I'm all over it, like white on rice. I am all over the potato. So I like your tater tots answer. But bringing it back to school now, let's step away from the cafeteria and back to the classroom. What's your favorite part of participating in the Future Goals STEM program? What's your favorite part of STEM?
I like the Uncover the Ice because it's not too hard, and we've been learning it in math.
Can you tell for someone who maybe doesn't know, what do you mean? What's the Uncover the Ice?
You do a math problem, and it basically uncovers a chunk of the ice for you. So you have to get all the degrees, and it's fun, and it's not too hard.
Fun, not too hard, and you're learning something. Sounds like a good formula for learning, and you guys have a great formula going right now with the Souris School. We've gone 3 for 3 on our student guests. So I guess we have one more stepping up to the plate. So Kai, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me. And now let's shift over to Jordan from grade 5. Jordan. The baton is tossed, and Jordan steps into frame with a wonderful Penguins jersey. You have excellent taste, Jordan. How are you doing today?
Okay, I guess.
Just okay? Not great, not fantastic, not absolutely thrilled that your school has a chance here to, win a great prize through this Most Valuable Teacher contest?
I'm thrilled about the contest, but
Hey, we'll see how excited you are if you can pass our little trivia contest here, Jordan, okay? So we're going to ask you a question about Mr. Filewich. Let's see if you can figure it out. You have a toughie here. You have a toughie. We've seen how your other, classmates fared. We're going to ask you this. Mr. Filewich led the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in goals during the 2006-07 season. That same year, he went to the All-Star game we mentioned before. How many goals did he score for Wilkes-Barre Scranton in 2006-07? You got multiple choice, okay? Did he score 20 goals? Did he score 25 goals? Or did he lead the team with 30 goals? Jordan, what do you think?
We'll be right next to each other, but it'll be like 2 spaces. Unfortunately, that's all.
30?
30. You think he scored 30 goals in a season?
We saw some of his videos, and I think he probably scored 30 because he looked like a pretty good hockey player.
Well, you know what? Your intuition is pretty good as well. He did score 30 goals to lead the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins back in 2006-07. I guess he's showing you guys the highlights, trying to pump his own tires, reassure you guys that he really did play pro hockey, and he was pretty darn good at it while he did so in the process. I also understand that you're a bit of a hockey player. I can see by your Penguins jersey that you're a big hockey fan as well. Do you have a favorite NHL team?
I don't have one, but I do have a favorite player,
Who's that?
Mr. Filewich.
Oh, good
Never did
answer.
hockey, but he did, so still counts.
It absolutely counts, and it's a pretty good pick for your favorite too. Not many people can say their favorite player is also one of their favorite teachers and a finalist in the NHL Future Goals Most Valuable Teacher contest. And if you guys win this contest, you guys get some serious prize money for your school. If you guys end up winning, and Mr. Filewich ends up winning, Jordan, what would you want to do with the $10,000 if you guys won?
Honestly, I don't decide what we do with it. My class does. It's not just for me, it's for my entire class. So,
but you don't have any preference? If you had a vote, if it was a democracy, you'd say, you know,
I don't have any good ideas for it. I've heard some of my classmates' ideas, and they're pretty cool. So, yeah. And
well, hopefully. Go ahead, Jordan. What was that?
I don't mind deciding or not deciding.
Yeah, and like you said, some of your classmates have some cool ideas too. Well, hopefully you guys can bring home the bacon and get the win. I will ask you this though: what if you just found $10,000 on the street? You didn't even win it in the contest, and it was just all for you. How would you spend that 10 grand?
I don't think I would spend it.
You wouldn't spend it? You would save it?
Yeah, invest it.
I'll tell you what. Your teacher is teaching you guys some great things. If you're saving and you're investing your money, if you come across it, I would not have been that smart if I just stumbled upon 10 grand in your days. But I guess that's once again a testament to the job Mr. Filewich is doing. Jordan, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me. Thanks so much to you and all your classmates for their great answers during this interview, great trivia answers as well. You were able to pass with flying colors, you guys. And I guess we'll bring Mr. Filewich back on screen here for some final thoughts. You guys did awesome. This is great.
Yeah.
Great job, Jordan.
That was awesome. Are you kidding?
Back. That's awesome. So I was saying, this is a family affair. So we have an individual here that would love to say a couple things. And if you heard some of the trivia questions, there was one person that kept in chirping little answers in the background. So I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Kennedy Filewich, who's going to come here. And he's going to be a little bit shy. But what was the goalie I played with?
Marc-Andre Fleury.
No way. Is he your favorite goalie?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he'll watch this. Do you think he'll watch this and he'll be able to see that he's your favorite? He's always been his favorite, so he loved that question. And then the other one is he said, what would you get if you had $10,000? What would you do?
Buy 100 pancakes.
100 pancakes. There you go, boys and girls.
You might be able to get a few more than 100 pancakes with 10 grand, my friend. I think you'd be surprised, but that's an awesome answer. You were all on top of those trivia questions too. I love it.
It was awesome. And he wants to say one thing for everybody in Wilkes-Barre. Can you do it, buddy?
What do you got for us, Kennedy?
Souris School. They're cheering you on. You say vote for my dad for Souris School? No. We really tried to work on this. He was going to say vote for Souris School, but you know what? The other stuff was pretty awesome. So
yeah, he's a trivia ace. We know that for sure. And I'm sure. Yeah, and I'm sure Flower is going to love to hear that he's the favorite goalie of Kennedy Filewich. But Kennedy, I got to thank you too, just like our previous trivia contestants, for stepping in front of the camera. This is absolutely awesome that you and the rest of all these students at Souris School decided to do this. Look, they're up and cheering again. There's no holding these guys back, Phillip. They're excellent.
They're wild. Look at them over there. You say thanks for having me? Thanks for having me. That was awesome. Thanks, buddy. Go back to your spot. Oh, awesome.
Thank you, Kennedy. And I guess we got to thank you again, Mr. Filewich. If fans want to vote for you and try and lend a helping hand to Souris School up there in Manitoba, where can they go to place their vote?
Yeah, so you know what? I got to give a thank you to Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, because Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, every mode of social media there is, they're plugging away, which is unbelievable. So it's nhl.com/MVT. But through any of those social media outlets, you'll see it quite a bit. My friends are all over me about it, but you know what? I don't care, because it's for Souris School, and I think it's the best thing ever. And I cannot thank Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins enough for everything they're doing, because it's just fantastic. And the students, honestly, they were very excited to do this, as you could see, just for that purpose, because they know how much it means to them. And that's why it means so much to me. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, well, we're happy to support you. You were great when you were here with Wilkes-Barre Scranton, not only as a player, but in the community as well. We talked about the Shave Your Head for Charity thing that we mentioned before. I know the fans miss you. It's great to hear that they're still supporting you, but it's not just about you. Of course, you are the finalist for Most Valuable Teacher, but it's about the school and it's about the kids. And I think we saw today, you have an excellent group of kids. The students are the real stars here. This has been excellent.
Yeah, they really are. And I think they're all trying to wave at me and get my attention again, because it's just one of those things. They're so happy to put Souris on the map. Now they're dancing around my computer, if you believe it or not.
I can believe it.
It's very, very tough to do this. And now they're trying to get in the screen. But it's one of those things, just the excitement around it. It's wonderful. And I mean, for the community, for this school, for this class, we've already won just by taking part in this. And I hope we get to that grand prize stage in May. And I can only imagine what it's going to be like around here if that happens.
Yeah, the excitement's already so big right now. And I guess we can help add to the excitement by placing our votes. You can once again go to nhl.com/MVT, nhl.com/community/NHL Future Goals. Or, hey, you can just probably Google it, Bing it, Yahoo search, Future Goals, Most Valuable Teacher. I'm sure that'll get you to where you need to go to place your vote for Mr. Filewich out with Souris School. I guess this gives us a chance to sign off. We've taken enough time out of your day. I'm sure you can find a way to get these guys calmed down and get back to class. Jonathan Filewich, once again, thank you so much.
It's going to be a very easy afternoon after this, that's for sure.